What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about perhaps one of the biggest selling points behind the new Ford Bronco. But before we get into any of that, let's just take care of a few formalities, pay the bills and whatnot. So if this is your first time watching the channel, I would consider subscribing. We here at Wild Horses post weekly, sometimes twice a week if we're really on top of things. We cover everything from trail videos, how-tos, road trips, just Bronco talk in general. So again, if you're not subscribed already, make sure that you do. And I'm not even gonna bother to plug the sick new merch that we have available here at Wild Horses, which we are currently doing free shipping on, which if I was to talk about it, I'd tell you that the free shipping only lasts until December 28th, and there are limited supplies available. But since I'm not even gonna talk about it, let's dive right into the meat of this video. So what is this grand scheme in the Bronco world known as off-rodeo? Some of you guys have heard about it, some of you guys have no idea. First off, automatic brownie points to whoever came up with the name. That's absolutely brilliant. My brain wishes it could come up with names that cool. But what is it? Essentially, it's a summer camp for adults. According to the information available right now, an off-rodeo event lasts for a day and a half and basically consists of a crash course, without the crashing, of course, on how to utilize the features in your Bronco and just how to enjoy an off-road experience to the fullest. For instance, it'll include things like the basics of off-roading. It'll include things like vehicle features and tech. It'll include things like off-road recovery and how to use all that stuff. So things like picking a line, things like looking ahead and knowing what to look for when you're doing that. Using the tools like the 360-degree camera equipped on the new Bronco, the GOAT modes, lockers, the stay bar disconnect, how to use all of that and utilize the Bronco and the tools that are there to the best, getting the most out of your Bronco. So all of that's going to be in the course. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend that you take this course. Now, for those of you guys that are long-term off-road Bronco guys, or you've been off-roading your entire life, then the appeal to this might not be there for you. But let me put it this way. If you're a little bit up there in age, or you're like me and you're not super tech savvy, the new Bronco has a lot more bells and whistles than our 50-year-old Broncos or your old Jeep or your old whatever. There's a lot more to play with when it comes to this stuff, so being able to have an industry expert walk you through that stuff, a Bronco expert specifically, walk you through how to use those tools, it'll definitely come in handy on the trail. I know a lot of you guys can pick a line with your eyes closed, but being able to get the most out of your Bronco is important. And when you got things like GOAT modes and 360-degree cameras, it's definitely a good idea to know how to use those things under the right circumstances. So, and again, they're industry experts. They're guys who have been doing the exact same thing as us, off-roading their entire lives. They know how to do it. They're going to be teaching you guys. It's not going to be some greenie that has no idea what they're talking about. So take my word for it, there's going to be a lot of good stuff to learn at this event. I highly recommend that beginners and people who have been doing it their entire lives check it out. Now, beyond the training, not only are you going to get a solid grasp of how to handle your new pony, but again, it's summer camp. So at these off-rodeo events, there are going to be experiences that you can partake in beyond just the off-roading and the rock crawling. Again, the thing with the Bronco is it's about the lifestyle. It's about the call to the wild or the call to adventure. So depending on your selected off-rodeo location, there'll be things like mountain biking or river rafting or just those outdoor activities that will help to burn this in your mind as an unforgettable experience. So that's super cool that they're offering those different things. I think there's an extra charge to that, but again, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go hard or go home. So again, super cool that they're doing that stuff. Can't wait to see what's available at these different locations. Now, speaking of locations, what are they? Well, that's kind of the big news that was just revealed to the public. And first off, we have Nevada. Where in Nevada? I have no idea, but there is a huge selection when it comes to terrain in Nevada. Any of you guys that are familiar with it know that it's definitely going to give you a run for your money. There's definitely a lot of fun challenges that you can face that will help you figure out what your Bronco is actually capable of. Now, if Nevada is still too busy counting votes by the time your off-rodeo event comes around, next up is Texas. Enough said. It's Texas. It's basically America Junior. And what better place to rip around America's most beloved automotive child than the plains of Texas? Another contender thrown into the ring, we have Vermont. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot you guys were a state, but nothing against the hard-working, good people of Vermont. It's just, I don't know, we out here in California never hear about you. And trust me, that's probably because you guys are doing something right. But nonetheless, after researching what Vermont actually looks like, the scenery is insane. If you want views, especially in the fall, then Vermont is your destination. It's absolutely beautiful. I definitely wouldn't kick it off the list of contenders for your off-rodeo destination. So there you go, Nevada, Texas, Vermont. But we do have one more destination, and that is Moab, Utah. Now, I don't know why this was the only place where they actually revealed the city. They could have been mysterious, like Ford likes to do, and kept that from us. But I think the deal is people would have guessed, because Moab is just, it's a landmark on the map as far as off-road adventures go. Not just off-road, but outdoor adventures, outdoor experiences, mountain biking, hiking, river rafting, all of that stuff can be found here in Moab. It's like the capital of outdoor events. So it's super cool to see them do an event here. It is still my personal favorite place to wheel, and I'm definitely excited to see it on the list of available sites for the Bronco Off-Rodeo event. So there you have it, guys. That was the bulk of information on the Bronco Off-Rodeo events. Again, this experience is available to anyone who purchases a 2021 Ford Bronco. Now, there will be details coming out for those who would like to attend but don't currently plan on purchasing a Bronco. All that information can be found on the Bronco Off-Rodeo website. So make sure you check it out for more information. Now, as we wrap up this video, I would just like to say that it is super cool to see Ford get behind an event like this and help put this on, you know, make something like this available to the general public. Because you look at other off-road manufacturers and no one else is doing something like this, at least to my knowledge. So again, it's super cool to see them put this on. Can't wait to check it out, see what it's all about. Again, props to Ford for doing this. So there you have it, guys. That pretty much wraps up this video. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of the whole off-rodeo idea. Comment down below if you're actually gonna go and which destination is your favorite. I definitely love to hear your thoughts on all of that. Again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do. Make sure you leave a like if you liked the video, and if you didn't like it, leave a dislike, because that'll let YouTube know to never put one of my videos in front of you again. So save yourself some trouble. But for those of you guys who dig the content, go ahead and become a part of the Horsemen. We've got a bunch more Bronco content coming down the tubes, so make sure you stick around for that. But there you have it. With all of that being said, we will see you guys out there on the trail.